Cancel.
Schweezy.
Do guys actually care about stretch marks / cellulite? I'm a 21-year-old probably for female, and I've never had the best body, and I was always a little cubby. That's what it says. Always a little cubby. Anyways, I recently just got my first stretch marks along my lower stomach, and it's taken a huge blow to my body confidence. I feel like if anyone sees it, it'll be embarrassing. Do guys actually care about them? I've heard people say different things, and I just want a general consensus. So this is weird. First of all, I don't think I know what cellulite looks like, and I can guarantee I've been with a woman who has had cellulite, and or whatever. Or it's not. I was gonna say scoliosis. And I'm like, I don't think scoliosis is a real thing, or the right term. It's a real thing. It's like not the right term to go with. So that's stretch marks. Honestly, though, I don't know any guys who have specifically said no stretch marks. Honestly, yeah, it doesn't seem like a concern for me. Like if you're dating someone who's had a kid, you're obviously going to see stretch marks, and I don't know if is there an actual way to get rid of stretch marks? Like naturally, I heard like cocoa butter or whatever that shit is, but I've never actually. I don't know if there's any. I think I have some stretch marks too, on the gut, but honestly though, so if you're a woman, if you're a lady, if you're a female out there, and you are worried about cellulite and stretch marks, first of all, I don't think most guys know what cellulite looks like, and because I don't, and so it's not a problem for me. But if a guy is really picky on stretch marks, their standards are probably a little too high. Let's be honest. Because I feel like most people, I know if you're a little fat, you got some stretchies, but or if you're a little cubby, like this person says. But I wouldn't say that I would. If I was going to give you some advice, I would say don't worry about it. There's plenty of more things about your body that you don't like, and it's a weird thing because we all hate our own bodies. It's just a fact of life. We all hate our own bodies. The big thing I think about is that sometimes the things we hate about our bodies are pretty fucking stupid and kind of useless to the rest of the world and kind of what we think in regards to that. So I want to say most guys don't care about your stretch marks. And if they do, I feel like stretch marks will get to a point where it's like if a guy is concerned about your stretch marks, his standards are probably a little too high, and I would highly suggest probably not being with them to just to be clear, because I don't know, I don't think that's a good excuse to being like, oh, she's gross, she has stretch marks. I'm like, well, stretch marks are gross, and I wonder how many models have stretch marks and that you can easily just Photoshop out. I know Photoshop. I know how to do. I could do that in Photoshop. I can guarantee you, probably a lot more people have stretch marks, like models or whatever you see, and it just gets Photoshopped out. It's not that hard. So I would say to all the ladies out there, or even to everyone, I don't think stretch marks should be a deal breaker. And if they are for you, if a deal breaker for you is stretch marks, what do you look like? That's gonna be a good question to have. What do you look like that requires you to need someone who doesn't have stretch marks? Because even people who are super in shape probably can get some too. It's stretch marks don't discriminate between anyone. That's just a general common denominator between all of us. So maybe we are born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know. Well, look at you. You just finished one of the many highlights from Cancel Schweezy. Glad you watched, and I hope you learned something important in your life today. We have more highlights available for you to watch, available now for you to watch. And we got full episodes as well. So don't be stingy and go watch another highlight. And like I said, stay awesome.